Hi, this is Layla. She is a very bright and outgoing person. And this is her boyfriend. They are already 10 years together, where each year comprises of many memories together. Whether it is good or bad, they pretty much have gone through it together. Even marriage, Layla is very confident and excited to marry her boyfriend. One day, Layla's day was going smoothly without any plans. Then, oh my god, it's her boyfriend calling. Layla delightfully picked up the call.
Let's break up.
Nani?
Layla could not believe her ears. After 10 years, for nothing?
When you said, I think we should end this, it hit me like a bomb. No sound, no warning. 10 years gone in one sentence. Where does it go wrong?
Layla doesn't cry in public anymore. She just stares at screens, at walls, at nothing. Each morning, she wakes up hoping the weight in her chest has disappeared, but it never does. At the office, she tries. She really does, but her hands freeze on the keyboard. Her mind drifts back to what she lost, 10 years of love erased in a single sentence, and now even the smallest tasks feel impossible. After days of dragging herself through work and barely making it through the nights, Layla finally has a thought that feels almost like hope. Maybe I just need to see them. Layla thought meeting her friends would make her feel better, but sitting there, the pressure in her chest gets worse. She tries to laugh, to act normal, but it's too much. She puts her drink down, her hands are unsteady. Then she tells them, I think I'm getting a heart attack. But instead of comfort, they rolled their eyes, called her dramatic, and said,
We just need to move on.
That night, Layla told her mother everything, the breakup and the chest pain. When she saw Layla struggling to breathe, she didn't wait and asked Layla to rush to the hospital. At the hospital, after some tests and a quiet wait, Layla finally met the doctor.
Why does it hurt so much? I'm young. I eat well. I exercise. Why does my chest feel like it's collapsing?
Calm down. You're not having a heart attack, but your heart is under stress. It's something called Takotsubo cardiomyopathy.
Takotsubo cardiomyopathy?
Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, also known as a stress-induced cardiomyopathy or broken heart syndrome, is a temporary heart condition triggered by sudden emotional or physical stress. This ballooning causes the heart to take on a shape resembling a takotsubo, a Japanese octopus trapping pot, which is how the condition got its name. When the body experiences sudden emotional shock, such as grief, fear, anger, or heartbreak, it activates the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis and the sympathetic nervous system, both of which are part of the body's stress response system. In response, the adrenal glands rapidly release stress hormones, primarily adrenaline, noradrenaline, and cortisol. During extreme emotional stress, the body releases a massive surge of catecholamines, primarily adrenaline, as part of the sympathetic nervous system's fight or flight response. This sudden flood affects the myocardium, which is the heart muscle, especially the left ventricle, which is the chamber responsible for pumping oxygenated blood to the entire body. The left ventricular apex is especially sensitive to high concentration of adrenaline, which leads to negative inotropic effects, meaning the muscle's ability to contract is weakened. As a result, while the base of the left ventricle continues to contract, the apex becomes akinetic or hypokinetic, which it barely contracts at all. This mismatch in contraction caused the apex to balloon outward during systole, producing the classic takotsubo shape, which is similar to a round-bottom octopus trap. It looks like heart attack, but it's different. In a true heart attack, symptoms are caused by a clot formation or plaque rupture which block blood flow to the heart muscle and cause permanent damage. However, in Takotsubo cardiomyopathy, there is no blockage in the coronary arteries. Instead, the condition is triggered by a massive surge of stress hormones, particularly adrenaline, which leads to a temporary dysfunction of the heart muscle. Normally, the symptom of this disease is chest pain, shortness on breath, and also lightheadedness. Even though Takotsubo cardiomyopathy feels like a heart attack, it is usually reversible. There are some ways to support the recovery. First, you can manage stress by practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or yoga. Next, you can also rest and recover. Get enough sleep to allow your heart and nervous system to heal. Take time off from heavy physical or emotional activities. Next, you can also eat a balanced diet rich in fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, so you are not overreacting and your feelings are valid.
As the lesson of this story, Lila's story teaches us that emotional pain is a real experience affecting both our mind and body. Just like physical wounds, emotional wounds can have profound impacts on our health. Our hearts, while strong, are sensitive to stress, grief, and overwhelming emotions. Heartbreak not only hurt our feelings, but also disrupts our body's natural rhythm. However, there is hope. Just as the heart can break, it can also heal. Conditions like Takotsubo cardiomyopathy remind us that our bodies have the capacity to recover with rest, kindness, and support. Never underestimate the weight of someone's emotion. What you see as just feelings might be a storm inside their chest. Do not invalidate their pain. Do not play with your heart, because sometimes what breaks the heart does not just hurt. It lingers silently and may even tear them apart from the inside.